Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel and welcome to my kitchen. What we're going to do today is we are going to be pressure canning something called Beanie Weenies. It's a very cheap meal in a jar that you could do, okay? It consists of Great Northern beans or white beans or really any beans that you have, okay? Hot dogs, onions. I have my list here. Brown sugar, tomato sauce, honey or honey powder, which is what I'm using, yellow mustard, water, salt. That's it. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to take your tomato sauce, your mustard, your honey, and your salt, and your water, and your brown sugar, and you want to heat it up in a pot, okay, which is what I have right here. Then you want to chop up your hot dogs. You want to make sure that they are defrosted, okay? So now let's start with our Great Northern beans or whatever beans that you have, okay? And I'm using pint jars because for some reason I can't find quart jars anywhere where in the Tampa Bay area, okay? So with pint jars, you're going to start with a half cup in each jar. And this is the no soak method, which is how I generally pressure can my beans anyway. It's just easier for me. I like doing the no soak method when it comes to pressure canning my beans. All right, now that we have our half cup of Great Northern beans in our pint jars, now we're going to take a quarter cup of onion. And I heated up my onion just a little bit until they became a little translucent. Now, if you are doing quart-sized jars, of course, you're going to double your measurements, okay? And make sure that before you even start doing this, that your jars are sterilized and you've got your water in your pressure canner going, okay? Now, we're going to take one hot dog, which is equivalent to, and slice it up, okay? And you're going to slice it somewhat thin, but not too thin, okay? Thin. And that's equivalent to half a cup, okay? I really enjoy making these ready-made meals for my family. I just feel like I don't know if this is going to sound weird, more accomplished with my pressure canning journey. Maybe that does sound weird. I don't know. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our sauce that we made, okay, which is the tomato sauce and the brown sugar, the mustard, the honey, okay. Let me get my debubbler out. Hang on. And we're just going to start pouring this in, okay? And you're going to debubble as you go, of course. And you're going to leave an inch of headspace. Can you see what I'm doing here? Inch of headspace. Okay? And then when you get done with all of your jars, you're going to wipe the rim with a paper towel and vinegar. I know you can only see half my face, but it's because I wanted to point my camera down so you could see what I'm doing. All right. Now for quart-sized jars, you're going to pressure can at 75 minutes. And for quart jars, you're going to pressure can at 90 minutes. Debubbling is extremely important because you got to make sure that there's no like spaces in there, okay? Because it could cause a lot of problems. The pressure canning won't can correctly, things like that. All right. So you just want to make sure that you debubble, especially when you're packing your jars like we are today. And then you have to make absolutely sure that you clean your jar rims with the vinegar. Because if not, if there's any kind of dirties, like food remnant or anything on those lids, big problems could arise. Now, the measuring cup that I'm using is 1 cup, okay? All right, now I'm going to fill the rest of my jars and I'll be right back with you, okay? Okay, now we're going to take a paper towel with vinegar and we're going to completely wipe the rim and the lid like that, okay? I'm sorry I didn't make a video when I was doing the beef stew and the split pea soup, but when if I make any more, I will definitely do a video for you, okay? But my next project is sausage with peppers and onions. Okay, that's my next meal in a jar. All right, now we're going to get our sterilized lids and rings, and we're going to place them on our jars. Now, when you put your rings on, you don't want it to be too tight. Just hand tight, okay? Now with my canner, I have a 23 quart, okay? So I'll be able to fit all these guys in at one shot. Okay, so now we're going to go over and we're going to put these guys in, okay? My water is boiling, so I am good to go. And I'm going to put my rack in so I can do a double decker, okay? All right, now put the lid on. And we wait about, say, 15 minutes because this right here, hang on, I'm going to bring you a little bit closer, okay? Okay, this right here, this has to get steam coming out for about 10 minutes before you put your wobbler on, okay? Or your weight on, okay? And once you put this on, well, and this will come up, this little, it's called a nipple. It'll pop up. And once this gets to 10, you're going to put your timer at 75 minutes for pints, 90 minutes for quarts, okay? So hang on just a minute. Okay, now the steam has been coming out for 10 minutes. So I'm going to put my weight on there, okay? And then this is going to pop up. And when this gets to the 10 on the gauge, this is going to start to wiggle. And then I'll press start on my timer for 75 minutes. Okay, now that the nipple has popped up, we wait until the gauge hits 10 and the wobbler starts to wobble. And we hit the timer for 75 minutes. And I will be back with the finished product. Okay, guys, now for the finished product, okay? Now, when you lift the lid off of your pressure canner, you want to lift it away from you, okay? All right. Now I'm going to get my can grabber. And here we go. That's the finished product. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fear less. Ciao.